Okay guys, I'm back again and we're going to do some more work here. See this here, this beautiful monogram. I'm going to do the arches around it. I'm going to use this colour and then I'm going to do little French knots. So we'll start doing that. I won't finish it all in the video because then we'll move on to something else. You can see there I did a little bit of fabric weaving, thread weaving, not fabric weaving, thread. So how is everyone today? I hope you're well. Just get rid of that thread there. And yeah, so let's get cracking. Just showing you the few different ways to embellish things and help them have a life of their own, really. Put that down there. Put my needle, my wool down there, and let's get going. I was going to do pink, but I do pink everywhere. Pink and orange. So I'll do green, and then I'll do the pinky apricot-y orange sort of one. Now the doorbell may ring, so I apologise for that in advance. Right, sit down and hopefully stay on screen. Right, so we'll start here. Near my bed. And I'm just doing a simple back stitch. Now you could make it really fancy and you could whip your back stitch, but I am just going to do back stitch. This is it's a beautiful old damask linen, and it's very quite thin, so nice to embroider through. Get one word out at a time, huh? Not in a flowing sentence. And then we have another flower over here that I've drawn that I'd like to work on with you guys. So I'll just jump across there. Oh, actually I need to go down there just a minute. Can I get back out? I can. Oh, just go down. What I want to, I need to go down. There's a bit of I need to do the point. Yeah, just two little stitches. I'll turn the light on. I don't know how long it'll last. Is that better? And see how long it lasts. Just two tiny little stitches there. That's better. Not perfect, but better. I'm just going to bring it over here a little bit. I am not in the center, but I'm toward, further in, so it's a little bit harder to maneuver. But I'm loving that I can see what you can see. This wool does become a little bit fluffy, and I've probably taken way too long a thread. Although it's already fluffy and I've only just started. It's okay, I'll manage. Let's see here. I'm actually really liking this green with the blue running stitch that I had done around there on the inner border. There's a little bit of Aida there, so they can't be too old. They must be vintage. They must have maybe done some cross stitching or something there. It's like 2 squares. Does anybody know about that? So that's where I thought I'd do my French knot. It's all going to be very colourful and girly, I think. For me, it's really just been a fun place to use all things that I really like. I went a bit small there. What is going on here? I'm not getting confused with my drawings, I think. I had trouble drawing on the lace. That's what my issue is. And it's clearly on the crochet edging here. It was a little bit difficult, so I'm going to go a little bit off. I think I'll have to make that one a bit narrower. It's a bit of a mess there, a bit of a hot mess. I think that, you know, in the scheme of things, it won't be that noticeable. I'll know it's there. The mess. You see, that wouldn't happen to my sister. I've got two little ones there. Oh well. And I've gone totally skew whiff and whack. Okay. It's all right. You see, it happens to all of us. I'll just leave it. It's not annoying me that much that I would bother pulling anything out. Let's get some more thread. I can't believe I already finished that thread. That was quick. When I'm drawing on it, rather than drawing onto the hard surface, I find it easier. That's why my mat's there. I find it easier to draw on this with the mat underneath, because the pen then goes in and it's not just sort of sitting on the hard surface, if that makes sense. I'll just give you a tap, make sure you're in focus, because we are pretty close. But it's meant to be doodling, and doodling is not, you know, not perfect. There's that dog again. I'd love to know where it is, because when I'm in my room, there was a dog that lived in the house behind us that would yap all day, but ever since we did our reno, we couldn't hear it anymore. Well, I couldn't hear it anymore. Steffi wouldn't hear it because his doesn't go in my sewing room, or for any length of time, that is. And then I don't think it's that dog. I may edge around that heart, do something around it it's very soft and pretty and pale, but it kind of needs, am I too close? Let's zoom out just a tiny bit. It needs a little edging around it, or it'll disappear. I decided not to do any stitching on it. so we'll end that off and then we can go around to the other section. I have put other birds of these birds on my piece, but I didn't embroider them. I don't think they're such lovely colours. I didn't think they all had to be embroidered. Okay, let's see how we go here. What mess can I make? I really should turn it around, but I'm not going to. It'd all be in my lap. That's a little one. Oh yeah, these were the first ones I drew on, and I drew them onto the Aida. Then I went around the other side. I was like, oh no, I should do my French knots there. So these do go a little bit onto it. Put that over. Oh, that's better. It was really heavy. I've just put it over there more onto the table, and it's now supporting it. So what I might do is pause the camera, finish off this little bit, and then we can do the French knots, because there's a bit there to go. I don't want you to have to sit through all the same thing the whole way around. Do the French knots, and then we're going to move to another area. Okay, so I'm back. It's been quite a few hours have passed because I finished off the green, and then I thought I'll start the French knots. So I've got them nearly done, so we don't have to do them all on camera. And then let me just bring you down a bit further. Excuse me. Look away. Oops, sorry. And I'll go out a little bit, just a tiny bit. So that way I can see what's happening. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So let me just grab a cushion. I think I'll do that. I'm out now in Lulu's room because Steph is home and he may have phone calls and stuff, so I can't work in the kitchen. Oh, we'll get into it. I hope I don't fall off the stool sitting on the pillow. Okay, that's better. Right, so yeah, then Juju called and then it was lunchtime, so I'm now here several hours later. But I have done a little bit of work while I was talking to Juju. I actually put her up in the thing and I said, Juju, you can watch me stitch. So I want to go through it just quickly before I forget. What did I do? I've gone around some of these hexies. This one, this one, this one, and this one here. I've also drawn this here. I had this space here, and as Mum was saying, you don't need to fill in everything, and that is true. But then I just thought, oh, I'll just put a little sprig up there. So I'm going to do that. We'll do that after, and we're just going to finish the French knots. I mean, one thing leads to another. I could probably sit here all day if I had the time and do this all day. It's just fun. And every time I look at it, I get another little thing pops into my head. So I'm doing 2 wraps because I want them to be slightly bigger. And I've got a tangle already. Let's see. Oh, lucky. You don't want to get a tangle in a French knot. It means probably sometimes I've had to cut them out and start again, because I couldn't resolve it. So 2 wraps. And down we go. I hope the light doesn't turn off, because this thing has a built-in light. I hope it doesn't turn off, because I already did another video with it and it could easily turn off. I'm glad I chose the green. I think it's pretty and something, you know, different to all the other colours. Trying to think if I did anything else while we were off camera. Oh, I know what I did. I'll show you. I thought there was something else. I'm just going to trim that off because that's going to annoy me. I'm trying to avoid, you know how the Aida has a big hole? I'm trying to avoid that. So I'm going up in the fabric part, and then I can go down into the hole. And that's all the French knots done. Okay. So that's done. And so you can see there, isn't that pretty? You can really go to town. You could have little spriggy things coming up there. I could do so many things. You could have something coming in this way. I don't want to do any more because I know my piece is very full of stuff. The other thing that I did was this whilst talking to Mum with the same colour thread as what I just used. And did I do anything else? We already did that. I've pinned that lace on there. I'm going to stitch that on there. And I think that's about it. So let's work on this now. And I'm going to choose a different green. So I'll go down here. I've got my little box of variegated, what are they called? We use so many different threads that I forget what they're all called. Stranded cottons. And let's see what green I have. Well, not many choices, so I think I'll just use this one. This is what I have. I have darker ones. I don't want to go darker. Will I use that one? Or maybe I do want to. I love that too. Let's use that. Let's go darker. Everything's all soft and pale. Let's go darker. Maybe just do, I won't use that bit. We'll use 3 strands. Three strands, yes. So it's exciting. Mum's already in Sydney in preparation. She's doing at Made by Me workshop on Sunday. Well, that will have already been done because this is going to be, actually this video is going up on the Sunday that I will be up in Bologna with my sister. Actually, at the time of the video goes up, we'll be in Bologna. We will have, or coming back, we will have picked up Gaz and Corinne from the airport. So just back stitch, really simple. I think I'll do the leaf as well. I'll be jumping around a little bit. It's a very useful stitch, back stitch. You can do split back stitch where you, instead of meeting the stitch here where you came up, you could go into it and then split it, and it just makes it a bit more textural. I probably could do with a hoop on here. Although it's quite robust because there's quite a few layers there. I might put that stitch in there so I don't have to jump long distances. So always trying to think, how can I do it in sort of like in a sort of smooth movement without having to jump over here and over there and waste a lot of thread. So you can play around with the thicknesses of things by changing the number of threads. This one on over here it's the same type, but I did that with 6 strands, whereas this one's thinner. It's got half the amount of strands. So now I'll jump across and do the other leaf in the same way. So I'm just working in areas and trying to get those areas towards over the finish line, or almost over the finish line. And I'm trying not to sort of, even, I don't always finish everything in videos because it takes a long time and you get the gist of it. But I'm trying not to leave things not finished because I may forget to come back to it. Probably wouldn't matter if I didn't notice that I didn't finish it, then probably nobody else is going to notice. Okay, now we can start moving up to the next section. Gone quiet while I concentrate. You never know. I might get so into the flow of it that I almost get it over the line. I don't think so. I don't think I physically have the hours to get it done. But there's always the hope. I live in hope. Oh, it doesn't matter. The center thing is not so long on this one. So I can, and anyway, my thread's running out, so I might end it off after this last stitch in here. Oh, it's going to be lovely. I like that. Yes, I do. Okay, what's that? That's a piece of rubbish, that one. I probably have that, look, Yeah, that's a tacking thread. I probably need to pull that out. I wonder if that's all stitched. There's a few bits that aren't stitched down yet that still have the tacking thread. Sometimes I just don't go and use my hoop too, because it's easier to hold it in my hand like this. And I go a little bit faster. So there will be a lot of backstitch happening here. A lot of backstitch and probably quite a bit of satin stitch, which is a little bit time consuming, but it is worth it. Let's see how far we get with this thread. We go. It's always good when you get a bit of a flow happening. Could even just do 2 stitches there. So this one has very subtle colour change. This thread, it changes, but it's very subtle. Oh, I probably should go over there and do that, shouldn't I? I've got one more petal or leaf to do. It's not a petal, it's a leaf. Silly. So what I'll do is end that off. Or maybe I'll do the centre of that one, and I've got that short bit there that I can use. And that way we've finished. As I said, trying not to leave things incomplete, because the chances of coming back are slim. Or I do come back and I've forgotten what colour was I using. Oh, I did finish my squirrel as well down the bottom. I thought I'd better do that before I get confused about what colour I was using. Okay, I've got a little bit here, and that will get us over the line. I think that might be 3. It is. And there we have a little sprig coming out from our hexies. That's why we don't throw away these sorts of lengths of thread, because you might just need a little bit more, get you over the line without having to cut another length. Not that it matters, but sometimes, like with the wools, it's like if I have lengths of wool flying around, they sort of like, where do I put them? Okay, there we go. So that is done, and we can move on to the next thing. It's all a process. How long did that take? Oh, 18 minutes. Oh, we did talk for a minute, but probably 15 minutes to do that. I seem to be the 15-minute girl. So I'll trim a little bit. I don't want all those scraggly bits. Put that over there. Okay. Let's have a look. Yeah. I wonder if I should just have one leaf coming up there. No, I think I'll leave it. I thought maybe here I could have a little continuation of something there, but I'll think about that, because I don't want to, I like these empty sort of spaces too. Now what else did I have to do? I had to go over here and have a think about this one. So I'll put that green away and grab, I think I'll grab that green. Yeah. Again, I'll use 3 strands, but I think I'll grab a long one. This will take me a while to do, so we'll do bits. Getting tangled. In this bit here, I'm just going to do a little bit of, or a loose weave, thread weave, or sort of a cantha. Oh no, I thought I might do, where did I do it? Over here. I thought I might do that, with that colour. That's what I'm going to do there. Maybe I'll show you how to do that too. So I think we will grab the hoop. I've just got a little one here, so we'll have to move it, but let's work on the bottom bit first, this bit here. Just because I'm further into the piece now, so I need to make sure. Let's put my hoop on. And I'll give you a tap to make sure you're focused. Okay, under we go. Move that up there. Oh, that's good. So I'll just put that up on the desk. It's better to work in these spots than, I'm going to do stem stitch, so you come back halfway into your stitch on the side, not through the stitch, but on the side, and then you come back to where you came up from the other stitch. So here. And it kind of gives you that sort of ropey sort of look. So that's called stem stitch. And Juju uses it a lot, and she also uses it a lot to colour things in, and she just goes up and down in different directions. It looks really cool. I should do that more often. I might have an opportunity to do that further down the track. Anyway, I'm just going right up. I'm going to finish my stem, and then I'll do the leaves. You can also whip around your stem stitch as well, and it makes it even more chunky and textural. Okay. So I'll end that off. I knotted that one pretty well. And so a fun thing you could do is I could even go round with even a lighter colour. Like I could go around with one of my favourite wools, which is this one. I could go around with that and outline it and then colour it in. But let's just colour it in first and see what the feeling is. It could also just do it in outlining stitch and not colour it in. But I think I want to colour it in. And it will take a while because I only have 3 strands here. So we might only just finish off this thread and then I'll do that off camera. Now I'm doing them at an angle, but you could also do them coming out like that if you wanted to. You don't have to do them at an angle. You could do a mix. So I could also decide to change thread for the other half and make them a bit of a feature. That would be brave. So this is just, I think, what they would call maybe a diagonal satin stitch. I'm just going to put one more stitch in there. Whoops. And there we go, one leaf. So I'll just come up and finish off the thread. You'll notice I'm not starting right there. I prefer to put a longer stitch in and then come back and work on my shape. Gosh, I might get up all up that one side of that one. Yep, I'll get this one half done. See, I've been able to sit and spend some time stitching on it now. Some of the videos I've had to do more planning than stitching. Now I'm able to sit and work on it. Okay, so we'll leave it like that for now. And let's have a look up here. I'm not sure what colour I want to do. Let's have a look. Can we get it to lay out flat so we can see what's happening around us? It's going to be cute. I mean, I could. I'm thinking I'll do that solid. Just trying to decide how to embroider that. You don't want big long stitches. Or I could do that not solid and just outline it. I don't know what colour. I've got a lot of blue happening here. But I have done a lot of pink and orange, but I love the pink and orange. Could do this colour. And then what colour would I do there? That one. It's a good colourway. No. I do like that. So what would I do? Outline in that. Let's just outline in that and see what happens. I can always pull it out. It's just a little bit of time wasted if I don't like it. And I'm going to use 6 strands. I think it needs to be a bit more chunky. Back stitch. What about split back stitch? Okay, well, that means you just go back into your stitch and split it. Do slightly smaller stitches around if you want to create a nice curve. I missed the mark on that one. I'm trying to think, do I want to colour it in or not? I don't know, maybe I should just outline it and see how I feel about it. So I kind of want to move that over a little bit. So when I split it, I just slide my needle over there a little bit. Get there in the right spot, yes, and go down into there. And then the next thing I'm thinking that's come to my mind is I could have like a line, a veiny sort of line. So I'm just making it up as I go. Down there, and then I need to do, yes, that's it, go up here. I'm sort of feeling like I will go with the pale pink. I think that's it there. Okay. Do I have enough of that pale pink is my question. Well, I'll outline it and then see if I want to colour it in, I think. So I'll outline it in a similar fashion. Oh, I know what colour. I might like this colour inside. This one. That'd be pretty. Or what's this? That. Oh, I could put that in there. Okay. Or I could just leave it. Oh, decisions. If I can't decide to stay today, I will leave it. And I think that's probably what I will do. And I'll come back and make a decision when I've stepped away from it. And I also may not have the appropriate colour. Like I have an amount of colours here, and I keep using those colours. Maybe, you know, my mind is thinking you need to change colours up a little bit, because I keep just going and grabbing the same one. Not these ones, I haven't used these yet, but other ones. I think I want to take it out of the hoop and see how I feel about it out of the hoop. I wouldn't mind doing like a cross hatching in here. I might look into that before I go. So up here it's just going to be a little back stitch and then a French knot. You could do a pistol stitch, but I've drawn them curved, so I would have trouble with that. So I'm just going to do a little back stitch and then one wrap French knot on the end. Now I need to just end this off and get another little bit. Okay. It's a bit hard to maneuver that way, so I'll just have to do the stab method, which is a bit slower. I can turn it around. Okay. And sometimes if I try something and then I don't like it, I will take it out. I have no problem taking it out. That's that. So I'll hand thread that colour. I'll wrap it back around this so I don't lose it. I have loved that pink. I think my sister gave it to me. I don't have very much left of it. I've used a lot of it. And I wanted to try this mess. Here's the end. Oh, there's a piece. I might not choose that piece. It's got a lot of dark in it. I'll choose this piece that's got a lot of light in it. Probably about ready to wrap that one onto a card maybe, and I think it'd be too big still. Okay, let's see how we go here. So what I do is pull my thread across like that at the angle that I want it to go. I'm not weaving, I'm hatching. Not hatching eggs, I'm cross hatching. Is that what you say? I don't know. I'm not hatching eggs anyway. That's what it sounded like, didn't it? And then if you're not quite sure, you want them to be parallel-ish. I say ish because I'm not precise. go into my pink. If I hold it like that, I can see where I need to go. So if I stay parallel to there, I should go right across to there. There and here. And I'm going to put a little one in there as well, like so. Okay, and then we need to come back in the opposite direction at 90 degrees. About, I don't know, about like that. There. I didn't check if I'm going straight or not anyway. Yep, okay. And then I've got to come up here. Now I'm thinking, do I want to, because then I got to do little notches on them to hold them where they meet. I put a little, you can put 1 or you can put an X. You'll see what I mean in a minute. And you can do it in a different colour. So I'm contemplating that as I'm stitching. Will I do it in a different colour? Or you can do it in the same colour. Decisions, decisions, decisions. You could actually just even, I'm going to try that one time too. You could just simply weave them one under, but if I do them in a different colour especially, it looks really nice with the little thing holding them down flat. It's probably a bit close. There. Yep. To there. And I'll put a little one in here. Okay, I don't need that thread anymore. I'll just put that little mess over there. And I need to decide. Now I have this. Oh, no, not that. I pulled out the wrong one. I could do it with that one. It's similar colours. That's interesting. I might do it with that one because it will have a little bit of a sheen on it. And I'll just use 3 strands, I think. Three strands. I think is it called trellis? Maybe it's a trellis stitch. Could be a trellis stitch, that's what it is. Creating a trellis. No, we're not hatching, we're trellising. Don't know how many strands I've got here, but anyway, I feel like it might be 4. I can't thread it. It won't stay together, so I'll just use my threader. Is it 4? No, it's 3. Okay. I probably only need 1 anyway. So where the threads meet, intersect, we're going to put a little stitch. Here I want to put 1 this way. It'll be very subtle because this is a very similar colour thread. It's just a stranded cotton, not a wool, but you can see the little sheen. So you can just put 1. Let's just try 1. Or you could do the one on either side. So what I mean is I can have 1 going over here, come up and go over there as well. But I think I'm just going to do the 1 because it's quite small and I don't have a lot of space. And I'm very pleased I did this. I like it. Also because the colour's pale, it's not in your face. I'm making sure I do them all in the same direction. I think they do this a lot in crewel work. There we go, there's something different today. And I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but because the wool is matte and I'm just picking up the little sheen of this stranded cotton variegated thread, which it's very subtle colour change. You can hardly even see it. I can't see it. I'm sure you can't. You can see the knot though. Pull it? No, I thought I had pulled one of the strands. And then that just becomes a tangled mess when that happens. See how it locks it all in? It doesn't look like it's floating anymore. These top ones just look like they're floating, which they are, but they're not anymore because I've put my little, I can't see, there it is. Put my little crossover. I think I missed the mark there, but anyway. Oh, that's so cute. So not quite finished, but getting there. I've gone lost into my thoughts. I'm nearly there, guys. How pretty is that? It looks like I've got pen marks in it where there's the darker bits of the wool, but it's actually the wool. I'm going to pop it out of the thing so we can have a look. I'll pop it out now so it's easier to end it off. I haven't finished, of course. I haven't done the top bits and the leaves, but I can do those off camera. I just want to see what the flower looks like. Okay. Let's look. Where is it? Here. Oh, cute. And it's not, you know, it's not too busy. And I'll do some sort of yellow up there, I think, or yellow or mustard. Finish off the leaves. I almost prefer, I think I'm going to take that out. It was bothering me. I think I wanted to just outline them. I think they're a bit of a different style to what's happening up here. So I'll probably take those out and outline them like that. And that'll be it. And then do those. Okay, so that's my video for today. I hope you enjoyed that. We did quite a bit. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.